All right, now that we got all our piston rings in and all our end gaps set, I went ahead and put in the other three pistons, but I saved this last one so it kind of just demonstrate. Got your typical spring compressor right here. I've already got my rings compressed. As you can see, I already went ahead and put in my circlip, which you can see right there. And when we go to put our place our piston in, always put your circlip in first. Make sure it's locked in. That little groove that you see right there. And depending on which cylinder it is, always put this circlip on the between the cylinders. Don't put it on the outside, because that's your access port to put in the other circlip. Will be right here, which you can see. So always put the circlip in between the cylinders, because that's going to be the hardest. Because if you put them on the outside, it would be impossible to put the circlip on that side without breaking the case half support. Yeah, I guess we'll get into it. Got my circlip on this side, so we'll make sure that our circlip is on the inside. Make sure everything's lined up. You will have to go in through the bottom and kind of pivot the connecting rod. Just pick this up, set it right there. To pivot the connecting rod, kind of back and forth, because they'll have a tendency to just want to flop over to one side, but you'll have to fish your finger or fish something down through there to hold the connecting rods in center, dead center, so that the piston can seat onto the connecting rod. And then you'll have to come in through this access port. What I've been doing so far is I'd hold my finger right here once I got my piston in the cylinder, and then bring down the piston until it touches my finger, and then I'll back my finger out, and then I'll pretty much line the top of this access port up with the wrist pin, top of the wrist pin holder, or the wrist pin bore. And yeah, that's about it. Make sure that your cylinders are lubed. It doesn't have to be nothing fancy. I used just some Mobile One 5W30 I had lying around. This is fresh. And we'll lube the cylinders just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And I also did wipe out the cylinder bore. And be very careful with those connecting rods, because they flop back and forth. They can damage, crack, chip, or bang up your cylinder walls pretty badly. So try to avoid slinging them around. And also lube up your connecting rod bushing, or this little brass bushing in the connecting rod end for the wrist pin bore. And also lube up this little access port for the wrist pin, which is right here. We'll lube it up, make sure everything is good. I'll go ahead and take an extra step and lube just the piston skirts. And these are your high thrust areas, these two locations right here. That's why I made sure to stagger all my ring end gaps. And again, we got my lube the wrist pin bore. Make sure I get lube in it real nice. Help that wrist pin slide in, and we'll also lube the wrist pin. Make sure everything is good. We've got a wrist pin on this side, so we want to put that on the inside of the cylinders, which will be right here, just like so. There we go. Make sure everything's nice and flush in there. Alright, now I'm just going to take my mallet and lightly tap the piston in. And as you can see, we got it in the bore. When you're using a spring compressor, especially this style, be careful that, and always watch as you tap. And if you start to feel like it's not going anywhere, always look at the bottom of your spring compressor, because these are not the best design. And what you'll find happen is between the bottom of the sleeve or the spring compressor and the block, the piston ring will pop out, and what you'll have happen is that ring will get caught between the block. It'll be overhanging the block, and it'll snap the ring. So yeah. All right, now I'm gonna put my finger in the end of the access port, and I'm gonna just lightly tap down until I feel it. Also, since I got my finger in the access port, I can kind of center up the connecting rod. I feel like we're not going nowhere. And we'll have to turn the crank. Alright, we're going to go to insert our wrist pin. And as you can see, we got this nice little markings, if my camera will ever focus. There it is. I just use just a screwdriver. You want to make sure the wrist pin bore is the wrist pin bore of the piston is lined up with the wrist pin bore of the connecting rod, and make sure they're both flush with the top. I believe it's the top, or it could be the bottom of the service port. I gotta tap it down, so we'll just give it a light tap. I'll hold the connecting rod, bring the piston down. Okay, I'm feeling the piston. Slowly push my finger down. Be careful not to get your finger caught between the piston and the actual connector rod. That would not be good. Now, there it is. Alright, just a little bit more. I think that's about perfect. Make sure you lube your wrist pin up nice. Alright, now that we got our wrist pin in, I don't know if you can see it, but we got our wrist pin installed. Now we just got to put a circlip inside that bore, and it'll lock in. Here's our circlip, and then we'll put the Allen key, the plug, the Allen plug in for all the service ports, and then we'll be done. One note: if you're using a screwdriver to kind of guide your wrist pin in, be careful not to pop out the circlip on the back side, which is what I had happen on just this one. I didn't have it happen on any other ones, but you really can't see it because my camera won't focus. But there's you can see the circlip, both circlips, even for the other cylinder. But yeah, we'll get my snap ring pliers, and we'll go to insert our circlip into the wrist pin bore, and then yeah, we'll be done. All right, let's get into it. Alright, now that we got our last wrist pin in, when you're putting your wrist pins in, always kind of give them a push, or what I like to do is find them tang marks and just kind of rotate it just a little bit. Make sure it's locked in. It should give you a nice little audible click. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button if you found any of this information useful, and see you in the next video.